G'day guys, MAT5 here, and today I'll be reviewing Tales from the Borderlands. So Tales from the Borderlands is a point-and-click comedy-adventure game which is developed by Telltale Games that I reviewed on the PlayStation 4. This is yet another series Telltale Games is attempting to take on to create their own unique storyline within the Borderlands universe, along with their signature story gameplay design. As with previous Telltale games such as The Walking Dead, Back to the Future, and The Wolf Among Us, Tales from the Borderlands is presented in episodic form, with the first episode being Zero Sum. Set after the events of Borderlands 2, we are introduced to Rhys, who works for Hyperion and is hoping to get that big promotion he's been holding out for. That is until he discovers that his boss has been replaced by his evil nemesis Vasquez, who immediately demotes you. Focused on getting revenge, Rhys, along with his friends Vaughn and Yvette, decide to sabotage a deal Vasquez has set up to purchase a vault key off a dealer on Pandora, hoping to buy it first to not only piss off Vasquez, but to acquire their very own vault key to do whatever they want with. And of course, not everything goes according to plan, and which results in a laugh-out-loud adventure filled with action, witty and hilarious dialogue, and of course, bandits and skags. Now, when I first heard that Telltale Games were making a game based on Borderlands, I was, of course, skeptical. How can they take this cooperative, loot-filled first-person shooter and turn it into a story-driven episodic adventure? Well, I am very pleasantly surprised to say that this is one of the most fun and hilarious games that I have played in all of 2014. I'm not even kidding. For starters, they nailed the look of the Borderlands series. From the cel-shaded graphics to the pop-up menus, it just feels very Borderlands. This is the first time I've played a Telltale game on the next generation consoles, and I instantly noticed the more sharp visuals and had little to no problems in terms of frame rate issues or any visual hiccups. I was very surprised. The series is also known for its strange and hilarious characters, and this game doesn't disappoint. Adding a huge new cast to the universe that all contain humorous and witty dialogue, which made every single conversation memorable and hilarious. You even get to see a few familiar faces along the way, which was just pure awesome. Actually, there are a number of references to previous games and will make you chuckle if you happen to recognize them, but the one thing I really like about Tales from the Borderlands is that you don't have to have played the previous games to enjoy this one. The new cast of characters, along with perfect writing, make for one of the most entertaining adventures of the year, and I laughed out loud more than I have in any game in 2014. So if you have played a Telltale game before, you will understand what you will be doing for the majority of the game, and that is making dialogue choices. This is for most part a story-driven game, which is a total different direction for this series, and it is usually not what Borderlands is known for. But turn that frown upside down, because there's even a few awesomely well-crafted action scenes in this game that got the heart pumping. Although these are mainly just a string of quick-time events, it still didn't detract to how well made these action scenes are, and they are highly entertaining. And that is one of the only problems with this game. It is purely a story-driven adventure with very little in terms of actual gameplay. And I think there is actually less gameplay in this game than there has been in other Telltale games. But then again, I found that to be a good thing, because there was no speed bumps in the story, no time wasting on puzzles, and other little things like that. This is purely about the story and the dialogue. So this may turn off players. I actually have friends that can't play The Walking Dead because there is little in terms of gameplay. You have to approach a game like this as more of an interactive film than a video game. In fact, I would be satisfied if Tales from the Borderlands was just a film. But since I can actually choose what witty and hilarious dialogue I want Rhys to say, it just makes the journey all the more personal. I don't know what else I can say. Tales from the Borderlands absolutely blew me away, and is a fantastic way to end 2014. I can't score this very first episode anything less than a 10 out of 10. For the very first episode. This is hands down the funniest game of the year, with memorable characters, returning characters, high-octane action scenes, hilarious dialogue decisions, and all around a very, very good time. Unfortunately, I can't say that this game can convert the haters of previous Telltale games, but for those who actually give it a chance, you will not be disappointed. And remember to go and check out Telltale's other game, The Walking Dead Season 1 and 2, as they have some of the most difficult and gut-wrenching decisions you will ever have to make in a video game. But if zombie outbreaks aren't your cup of tea, check out Tales from the Borderlands now! What are you waiting for? So what did you guys think of Tales from the Borderlands? Did you think Telltale Games did an awesome job with the Borderlands universe, and was it an overall good time for you? If you have any questions about Tales from the Borderlands, remember to leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you. And if you like this review, remember to like me on Facebook or subscribe to me on YouTube if you want to see more. And thank you very much guys for watching my review of Tales from the Borderlands. I'm also equally excited to try out the Game of Thrones game that Telltale Games has created alongside this game, to see how well they handled that universe. But until my next review, I'll see you guys next time. MAT5's bloody out of here.